Hello my dear students, hope you're enjoying your studies. Students, in today's video, I'll focus on the rules of the topic of grammar that we did in our previous video, that is subject-verb agreement. So come, let's quickly start it. So, firstly we will revise what all we have learnt in our previous video. We learned the subject-verb agreement. You know, for a happily married life, husband must agree with whatever the wife says, right? In the same way, in the case of the subject-verb agreement, for making a sentence grammatically correct, a verb must agree with its subject in number. That is to say that in any sentence, singular subject must have a singular verb and plural subject must have a plural verb. Fine. This is the most general rule. So, I will repeat it again. Singular subject must have a singular verb and plural subject must have a plural verb. Please note that the statement holds true when the subject is in the third person. Fine. Now let me give you an example of it. Basket ball rolls across the floor. Here, basketball is singular. So, singular verb rolls is used. Next, look into an example where the plural noun is used. Basketballs roll across the floor. Here the noun basketballs is plural, singular. Fine. So plural verb roll is used. This is the most general rule and we have already discussed it in our previous video. Now, apart from this general rule, there are some tricky cases. So, for those tricky cases, we have defined some rules. So, now let's learn those rules. So, we now start with rule number 1. Rule number 1 says two singular subjects connected by and require a plural verb. Two singular subjects connected by and require a plural verb. Fine. I will explain this rule using a simple diagram. Here, singular subject 1 is joined by singular subject 2. Fine. And it is joined by and. So, it requires a plural verb. For example, gold and silver are precious metal. Here gold and silver, they are both singular subjects, but combining them both make the meaning of those words plural. If we combine both these words, the meaning becomes plural. So we have used are, which is the plural form of verb. Fine. Let's look into one more example. He and I were playing. Here also combining two singular subjects. He and I, they both make the combination plural. So we have used a plural verb, were. Plural verb. He is singular subject. I is also singular subject. Fine. But there are exceptions to this rule. If the noun suggests an idea to the mind or refers to the same person or thing, the verb used is singular. For example, bread and butter is his only food. Here, bread and butter is the combination which is considered as same only. Singular subject, singular subject. Fine. That is only, bread and butter, they are only one thing. They are combined. So we have used is here. Fine. Let's look into one more example of the same kind. Time and tide waits for no one. Here we are using time and tide as a single unit, communicating the same idea. So we have used the singular verb waits. This is singular verb. Okay. So this is rule number 1. Two singular subjects connected by and require a plural verb. Okay. Please remember the exceptional cases as well. Now let's look into the next rule. Rule number 2. Now rule number 2 says that two or more singular subjects, two or more singular subjects joined by or nor require a singular verb. Now mind you, two or more singular subjects joined by or nor require a singular verb. Let us see this rule with a simple diagram. singular subject 1 is joined by singular subject 2 and it is joined by or nor. So it requires a singular verb. For example, neither food nor water was found there. Here, singular subject 1 is food and singular subject 2 is water. Singular subject 1 food and singular subject 2 water is joined by nor. So we use the singular verb was. Singular verb. Okay. Let's look into the next example. Either the cat or mouse has been there. Here, cat is singular subject 1 and mouse is singular subject 2. Cat and mouse is joined by or. So we use the singular verb has. Fine. Okay. Let's look into a different scenario in this case. Now, if one subject is joined by or nor is plural, the verb used is plural. Now look here. If one subject is joined by plural subject and is also joined by or nor, then the verb used is plural. Fine. I'll give you an example here. Neither the chairman nor the directors are present. Now see, here the word chairman is singular subject 1. Fine. But the word directors is plural subject. Clear? So we use the plural verb are. Clear? And please note here that the plural subject directors is just before the verb are. Fine. So this is rule number 2, that 2 or more singular subjects joined by or nor require a singular verb. So I'll be back with more rules in my next video. Till then, goodbye. Thank you.